Hello, Bridlewood. I'm Jeff Wetzel, President and CEO of Bridlewood Insurance. Welcome back. We're off to a great start for 2022, but I have some marketing ideas I think we can incorporate in and help everybody out this year. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So what we're really looking at, if you understand, is that by 2030, which is simply 8 years from now, there's going to be almost 80 million people on Medicare. Right now, here's where we are. We are right in the middle of probably the biggest baby boom you'll ever see in your lifetime. And there is so much yet to come. We have so many things that we can still do yet, and books that we can build, and customers we can sign up. So why wouldn't you give every effort to get it done? The question I have is, why are you here? That's what I want to know. What brought you to Bridlewood? So is it you're just here for a job? Are you here for a career? What is it you want to do? Because right now, the questions I see and the answers we get obviously are, I want to make more money. I want to have my own career. I want to help people. Those are all good things to have. What I don't want to hear is I'm just here for a job. I'm going to try it out, see if I like it. I mean, that's all great, but Medicare, building your own book of business does not happen overnight. So let me explain. There's kind of two ways that you can work with Medicare. There's two different kind of things. One is through a call center. So a call center goes out and takes $5 million and they buy Joe Namath and they get all his TV ads, and people at home pick up the phone and call in to get all their free stuff, and then that phone call gets routed to an agent making $20 an hour, and the agent tries to talk them into going ahead with it and picking out a plan, voila. And if the agent succeeds, he gets a $10, $15, $20 bonus for doing that, and voila, that's all great. At 5 o'clock, that agent goes home and basically has $20 an hour in their pocket, and that's it. The other side of it is that you build your own book of business, you keep 100% of the commission, and you keep your customers. So everybody that you sign up, you keep, because somebody that you sign up that's turning 65 is going to live to 85. So you very possibly sign somebody up at 65, you get a monthly paycheck for the next 20 years. So it's a longer lead time, but you much more own your business and you're building a career other than just having a job. That's the difference between a job and a career, okay? Here we're building careers. If you're looking for a job, there's plenty of call centers out there. This isn't the place for you. All right, so go ahead. One thing I always want to kind of mention, everybody wants to get paid, but few are willing to do the work that it's going to take to get you to that particular place you need to be. All right, reasons I see why agents don't succeed in this business. Number one is they're lazy. I can't help it. They sit on their couch, they're lazy, they're waiting for their next stimulus check to come in so they can go get a 55-inch TV to the 60-inch TV, right? They just don't want to work. That's it. There's people out there that's just their lifestyle. That's how they came up. They had it too easy. Well, this isn't for you. Second reason I find is they fail to train, right? You need to understand your markets. You need to understand your customers. You understand the medical groups that are in your local area and what medical groups work best with what insurance carriers. It's not that hard. It just takes a little bit of effort. And if you've been in the business longer than 5 minutes, you'll understand that every area has different medical groups. Every city, every county has different medical groups they work with. Different insurance carriers work with different groups. So I'm in San Diego County, which is much different than what is in Orange County, which is different than Florida, it's different in Minnesota. So you have to understand your own local market. That's where training comes in, all right? Other thing I don't see is people investing in their business. Agents need to invest. You know, really simple, it's your business. You are the CEO of your own company. You work for no one other than yourself. And this way we do business here, you keep 100% of the commission, all goes to you, you keep the customer, this is your company. I, as Bridlewood, acts like more of a partner to help you grow your business out. That's what we do here. So the insurance companies pay a little bit extra. That little extra is called overrides. The overrides come back to Bridlewood. I take the override money and help feed that back into your business and help you grow your business out. So hopefully the marketing dollars, it's less out of your pocket because I'm helping you market and build your business. There are certain things that we do that we know work. So I do them over and over and over and over. So we just keep doing them because I know they work. Number 4 is not a people person. Some people, they just are not interested in going out, meeting anybody. They're uncomfortable talking on the phone. This isn't for you. Go into computer programming or something like that, right? You're talking to a computer and that's the understand language you know. If you're not a people person, you don't care about people, their well-being, I don't want to leave my house, go somewhere else. This isn't for you, all right? Last thing is lack of mental capacity, which is just French for they just don't have the brains for it. I mean, frankly, this is kind of an entrepreneurship type of position. Nobody's going to call you and tell you to get out of bed in the morning. Nobody's going to chase after you and say, hey, did you go down to that call center? Or did you go to that mobile home park? Did you go to that assisted living facility? Did you sign up for that retail spot at Walmart and get yourself out there so people can find you? Did you do any of those things, or did you just sit home and go, I'm waiting for somebody to call me so I can tell them what plan they need to get into? This isn't for you, all right? So let's kind of move on. Let's get a couple things straight so you have the terminology down of what we're looking for. So when I tell you this is what we're looking at, you understand it. Number 1, agents come in 2 different forms. The first form is a hunter. Most agents are hunters. That's the reason is that all you get taught is how to go find customers. And basically insurance companies only teach you how to find that new customer. And when you do, how to sign them up, and then boom, on to the next customer. You got to keep finding new customers. But they don't teach you how to take care of the customers. How about somebody that isn't quite a customer yet because, well, look at this. How about the gentleman's turning 65, but his wife is still 63, so he's going to work 2 more years until she's 65. They'll both jump onto Medicare. Is that a good lead? Yeah, it's a great lead, but you're just not going to get paid on now. So that goes into your prospect file, and you're going to have to find some way to stay in touch with that guy so that down the road, when he decided to retire 2 years from now, well, it turns out a year and a half, COVID comes up and everybody's getting laid off, and he's thinking, you know what, we got to jump right now. Who is that Medicare agent from a year and a half ago that I talked to? Well, I'm going to show you how you stay in touch with them. So anyway, most agents are hunters, and you have to understand hunters aren't always the way to do things. The second side of it is a farmer. Hunters and farmers. Farmers are the ones that kind of take care of their own customers. I see a lot of farmers are financial advisors, right? They'll have 50, 100 customers. They do customer appreciation dinners. They take them golfing. They don't really get new customers. They're just kind of taking care of the ones they have. And what I'm saying is in this business, you kind of need to do both. You got to be a hunter and a farmer, all right? So like I said, most agents are hunters, and you need to do hunting and farming at the same time. One thing you need to understand is with Medicare is you're not a salesman. You're a problem solver. That's what we do. We solve problems. Everything's a word problem. Just like I gave the example of the gentleman that's turning 65, the wife is 63. It's a word problem. Figuring out the solution to that problem is where you're going to become a good Medicare agent. All right. Bridlewood's system is designed to teach you how to build a Medicare book of business. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to make this helpful to you so that you take it step by step and know what to do from there. I'm going to teach you something so that when you come into this, your plan is a little bit more streamlined than when you come into it and you don't know what you're doing. That's where the pitfalls and the problems that you're going to have trying to feel your way through it. If you follow a system, it will work. It's a roadmap, a blueprint of how to build a Medicare book of business. A lot of agents like to come into this and then think, oh, I like my own thing. I'm going to go do Facebook ads. I'm going to do this and that. Guess what? Been there, done it, got the t-shirt, lost thousands of dollars doing it. Stick to the plan, you're going to be okay. All right, so a good system shortens the road to get you to your goal where you need to be. All right, so I'm also going to teach you good habits. So good habits, if you do certain things every day, good things will happen. Just trying to keep it simple, brushing your teeth, right? You know, mom and dad said brush your teeth. Well, why? Why do I have to do it every day? Well, you just do it every day, and I don't talk about it. Just brush your teeth morning and night, every day, floss. Good things will happen. Your teeth won't fall out 20 years from now. Everybody in your book boils down to one of three categories. They're a lead, they're a prospect, or a customer. We market to the leads. For some reason, we've talked to them, but we can't do business yet. That's a prospect. And then ultimately, everybody knows that when they become a customer, they are yours, hopefully for life. So let's do that. So the single most important thing you can do to build your book of business is communicating with your customers and your prospects with the monthly newsletter. Been there, done it, got the t-shirt. I've tried every other millionth way to figure it out. Good old-fashioned, send them a newsletter every month, hard copy. If they request email, fine, I'll go that direction. But a lot of times emails hit filters and they hit junk mail and they never see it. If there's a single most important thing you could do to help build your book of business, it's communicating with your customers and your prospects with a monthly newsletter. Flat out, by far, ×2, this is it. Put a newsletter out. I do it monthly. I do it hard copy, so I mail it to them. You know, not everybody has email. Not everybody knows how to operate a computer. Not everybody knows to look in the junk file or the spam folder because everybody's got a different filter and who knows. But guess what? Everybody gets the mail. Everybody will see that envelope, everybody will open it, and everybody will read your newsletter because it's fun to read. So they will look for it every single month. All right? So making a newsletter is pretty simple. We build it for you, and all you have to do is in this case, take Kim's picture off it, put your picture on, take her name off, put your name on. I mean, we build the thing for you. It's 95% done. All you have to do is customize a little bit every month, and you're home free. So in building a newsletter, there's a couple of things we learned. Make it fun to read, all right? If it's written by somebody that you're just copying stuff off of wherever about Medicare this and Medicare that, honestly, the less you talk about Medicare, the better the newsletter is. Include monthly birth dates. So put your first name and their last name initial so that you don't have, privacy, personal information kind of stuff in there. I like to put a joke in there that you find tasteful. Don't get too crazy with them, but something's got a little bit of an edge to it. I like to call out people that send me referrals. I just put their name in my newsletter. And then finally, put in some personal notes on yourself. Every single month, by far, first thing I talk to the customer, first thing they say is, love your newsletter, love the jokes. And then they reference something in the personal notes that they read. They read them every single month, right? They follow along. And if there's a problem with the birthday, it's because you missed their birthday. And they call you to tell you, you missed my birthday last month, and I'm mad about that, right? Also, if you send referrals, you're basically training your customers and your prospects to go find other people for you because you're going to reward them by putting their name in your newsletter. And it's powerful. It's powerful. They want to see that. Why not teach your customers and your prospects to bird dog for you and send you referrals? Easiest thing in the world. All you got to do is ask for it. All right? So anyway, find your newsletter. Pretty simple. You go into the Bridlewood portal, click on the agent portal site. From there, we go ahead and go to the print shop where you'll find newsletters. You see newsletters on there right under marketing. So you can pull your newsletter down, and when that's done, you go back to send it to print shop, and away we go. Printing for the newsletter. Printing prices for us, 10 cents per side color. So that's 4-page newsletter, front, back, front, back. It's a 4-page, it'd be 40 cents to print it up, and 24-pound paper. So frankly, we own the printers. We have them under contract so that we can get the price down. I pass all that on to you, the agent. I mean, try going to Kinko's or FedEx and have printed up color, hard copy color, 24-pound paper, which is heavier than the copy paper, right? It feels thicker, it feels a little bit more, it feels better. The print's cleaner, so it looks good. So 24-pound paper, 10 cents per side. You're not going to get this deal anywhere else. So the other thing is printing the envelopes. So envelopes are part of it too. So if they're just black and white, so just black letters, black ink is cheaper. Black ink we can do for 6 cents per envelope. If we're going to go to black and a color, we do 8 cents. And if you want to do a full color envelope, we can go ahead for 10 cents on that. So here's what a black and one color looks like. And here's kind of what full color looks like. So we can do black, red, blue, green, whatever you want to do, full color. So our printer, we have an envelope printer. We can put anything on there you want. So just send us we can send a picture of you and add your on there. Whatever you want, we can put on, make it so that your envelope stands out versus anybody else's out there. All right. The other thing we have is postage. So postage, U.S. Postal Service is charging us. We have a bulk mail permit rate. So we bulk mail everything out of here. And so at Bridlewood, we charge 20 cents per envelope for bulk mail, where if you look at first class mail, it's 58 cents. So it's a third. It's a third of what it would be for first class mail. Plus, you're not paying for the labor. I mean, we got to get the paper in here. We got to run it through the machines. We got to put it all together and got to pay somebody to haul it down to the post office. You don't do any of that, right? So that's Bridlewood's co-marketing, kind of what we're helping you with. And the reason that I do this, because I know it works. It's the single most important thing you can do to build your business is communicate on a monthly basis with your customers and your prospects. I didn't say leads. I said customers and prospects. Get your newsletter every month. You have a relationship with them. They have met you. They've talked to you. For some reason, they remember your name, right? And so you're going to send them that newsletter and you're going to remind them that you're out there every single month, that you're there. Just the referrals alone that they'll send you every month will more than pay for your newsletter. So quit worrying about the price and worry about doing the right thing for the customer every month. All right? So printing your newsletter up. If we did all of it, you went a 4-page color newsletter, you went a full color envelope, you did the bulk mail postage, you're at total cost of 70 cents out the door. Now look, you're getting referral money on national average is $23.87 a month. That's what you get for your renewals on your customers. In California, it's even more than that, $29.79. Tell you what, if you did a 2-page newsletter, front and back, now you cut your cost down to 50 cents. If you do a 4-page, it's 70 cents. So it's not that big a deal. Take a little bit of money out of your pocket and give it back to your customers. Guess what? You want to hear a secret? 98% of the agents out there don't do anything. Remember the hunters? All they do is hunt. You ever heard somebody say, some guy signed me up 2 years ago and never heard from him since? Very, very, very common. Not with a Bridlewood agent, all right? I want those customers, I want them communicated with and your prospects communicated with on a monthly basis, hearing from you on your newsletter. Very, very important. We will never leave somebody out there hanging and not know who their Bridlewood agent is, all right? So customers and prospects, get your newsletter every month. Guess what? I have spent the last 20 minutes talking about farming. I'm the farmer side, taking care of your customers and your prospects. The reason I do that is because it's so important that everybody overlooks it. That's what makes Bridlewood agents more successful than any other agent out there, because we take care of that side of the fence. You got to do both. Everybody markets, no kidding. But rarely do they do the farming side and take care of the customers and the prospects. That's where we're different, all right? So with that, generating leads, right? Here comes the hunter side. Generating leads is the key to success, all right? And to be generating leads, you need to be consistent. That's the key word in marketing, consistent. Do it over and over and over. Find a proven system and repeat, 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 and don't stop, all right? You may go 1 month and go, oh, I didn't get very much this month. Oh, I think I'm going to quit. Can't do that. Find something that's proven, that we know works, that the dollars in, dollars out makes sense. It'll work for you. Just keep doing it. And we've found that direct mail works. So one thing that I wanted to do, and I said, how do I convey this thought, is marketing is kind of like, for me, I spent some time in the military, so marketing is kind of like going to war, all right? You have to have a game plan. You're going to go in and market. You can't just willy-nilly stuff. If I'm going to go to war, you got airplanes, you got ground troops, right? So your airplane's flying over top and they're dropping the bombs, then you send in the ground troops and they take care of the rest of it. So same thing with marketing is you got to have a ground game, but you also have to have the aerial assault also. So I can't really help you with the ground game. I can tell you what to do, but I can't fly from San Diego to Sandusky, Ohio, and go on food bank runs with you or go to the 55 plus mobile home parks. That's stuff you got to do on your own, right? But I can help you with the aerial, and I can send out marketing letters so that people in your backyard are going to be hearing from you every single month. So can't help you with the ground game, but I can when it comes to the direct mail side of things. We've put together some marketing packages that will help you grow your business on a marketing basis, monthly, consistent, proven that it works. So we have 3 different packages. We have the silver package, $225 a month. So the $225, what does it get me? Well, it gets you 500 turning 65 letters mailed out to your people that you want, your zip codes, your backyard, every single month. So if we set you up on the 24th of the month or the 18th of the month, on the 18th of every month, 500 is going to go out for you. With that, a couple extra things to get done with it. First of all, we're going to set up a Google My Business page for you. So our fabulous marketing guy, Mr. David Wolf, will set up the Google My Business page, help you with that. Also, on every marketing letter that's going to go out, we're going to put a QR code on there. And everybody's familiar with the QR codes. I'm going to show it to you in the next slide what it looks like here. So that what happens is the customer can take their QR code that they've learned to do the last 2 years, because every restaurant has here, scan this to find out what the menu looks like. So they know how to do it. But it gives you an opportunity to have a video tied to your QR code and say a quick hello to folks at home that got your letter, and now you have a chance to speak to them. Hi, this is Jeff Wetzel. Thank you for opening my letter. I look forward to working with you. I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of people. I really enjoy what we do. Why try to tackle Medicare on your own? Give me a call. Boom. How simple is that, right? So anyway, we customize the letter. First of all, we get the names for you for everybody in your backyard. We customize the letter in the envelope. We get mailed it out on the same time every month. And we tend to be about 6 months out. So some markets, maybe it's 5 months, 4 months. Some markets it's 7 or 8 months. But you kind of want to be the first one to the kitchen table. That's how this works. First one to the kitchen table wins. Also, we've got a little hybrid package this year. So you can do the silver package. And you could say, well, for $225, for $500, I'd like to do, say, $750. Well, if you add an extra $100 to that, you can add 250 names and letters for $100. So for $325, you could do 750 names. $425 gets you out to 1,000 names. Think about that. 1,000 people are getting a proven marketing letter that we know works. You only need 1 to pay for the entire package. 2, you just doubled your money, and typically we'll see 5 to 8 per month. Call up and just say, hey, it isn't like, hey, they're calling about the weather. They got your letter, they're turning 65, they need some help, and they picked up the phone and they called you. Hi, Jeff, this is Bob. I got your letter. I saw your video. When can we get together? I need to get this thing handled. Boom. Just done as easy as that. You go out, you sign them up. The marketing plan works, and the reason it works is the numbers work. I'm here, I'm with you marketing on this, so I'm co-marketing with you, getting this out the door, and if you do this over and over and over, this thing will work, all right? I'm just telling you. All right, so the next package we have, let's go back to the QR code. So the QR codes are tied to it, so as a marketing letter goes out the door, that customer then can take your QR code and go ahead and watch your video. Why don't you do this now? Put this video on hold, take out your phone, and put it over that QR code. When it lights up and it has a little yellow YouTube underneath it, tap your finger on your phone and go ahead and watch the video. You don't need a special program. You can use your actual camera on your phone and do that. So go ahead and try it out and watch the video with Larry, Deb, and Zeb Christensen back there, Larry and Deb Roberts, and watch their video and then come back to me on that. All right, now that you've seen the video, let's go ahead. So the next package up is a gold package. Again, it's a 500 letters per month. We set up the Google My Business page, but also we post your Google My Business page 3 times a week and put fresh content out there. We have a staff writer that puts Medicare stories together and strings them together so that you look like the genius that's coming off and putting the stuff out there. So the extra $100 a month doesn't come to me. We pay this guy to do it, so he takes care of it for us. Also, if you don't have a basic web page set up, our web designer, Bill Calloway, will go ahead and do that and get that basic web page set up for you. So that's in place. And finally, the granddaddy of all, it's a platinum package, $4.99, 500 2065 letters, Google My Business page, posting 3 times a week. They set up a deluxe website for you, create a personalized video, and the video gets promoted on Google Ads. So you have your letters going out with your QR code tied to a video, plus we'll build you a website, and we'll put a longer video, about 90 seconds, is telling about yourself, how you got in the business, a story about maybe how somebody you helped in Medicare that was a feel-good story. It gives them a chance to get to know you. We promote that video out on Google Ads. So when people see it, they click on it, it brings back to your website, and it just gives you the opportunity to let them explore you and learn a little bit more about you. So it works, $500 a month, not outlandish. Any agents that are a little more established, $500 a month is a good way. It's a tax write-off, first of all, but it's also a great way to continue to build your business. So the Bridlewood system, to be a good farmer, send monthly newsletters to your customers and prospects every month. To be a good hunter, you need to market on a consistent basis. One of the 3 marketing programs will deliver consistent results for you. Request 5-star reviews from your new customers, which raises your Google My Business profile. Know your local market. Reach out to local sales reps, get on their radar for local trainings. Local market is big, and work your local ground game. So get off your couch, get out in your community, do different things that people do, whether it's taking a stab at the Walmart store, or I built it on 55 plus mobile home parks. You know what, in the Bridlewood boot camp training, we go through it, we step it out, we have a whole chapter on this of how to do the ground game, what to do, what works. It just depends on your market. Some people just do great doing food banks. Others do great. I did 55 plus mobile home parks. I had about 3 parks. That's all I needed. 3 parks. I went in, I did an ABC of Medicare once a month and brought in cookies and coffee and this and that, and learned people's names. Pretty soon, you sign up this one and that one and this one and that one. Pretty soon, the whole park kind of knows you as you're the go-to for Medicare. And then when another agent tries to come into the park, they say, no, we got Jeff, we're all set. So you kind of have the whole place to yourself. So you get about 3 of those, that's all you need. So anyway, thank you for the time you spent with me today. Marketing plans work. Give me a call. Real simple. Send an email, help@bridlewoodinsurance.com. Keep it simple. Just send me help@bridlewoodinsurance.com, and we'll take care of you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.